Is week 13 of the NFL. It's just me today, Miami Mike. Tried to get Steel City. He is out of town. He's partying hard, and the chef is MIA. Surprise, surprise. So we're gonna run it through it real quick. Not gonna take too long today. First game we're gonna talk about here is Cardinals Bears. Love the Cardinals in this one. They got Kyler Murray coming back, DeAndre coming back. DeAndre's had about a month off now where he hasn't played. Hopefully that hamstring is back the way it should be. I am on the Cardinals here. The chef and I also took this one in Circa. I believe that one was actually at 7.5. Still like the Cardinals to cover that. I think they actually do it by about 10. That's kind of where I like that line at. So I'm on Cardinals there. Vikings Lions is going to be our next one. I am on the Vikings here. I think this is a game that they handle pretty easily. Kirk Cousins is going to have a great game, kind of show who he's been prior in this season. He's having a great year, very un-Kirk Cousin-like. And this is the Detroit Lions. This is just not one that they're going to get. The Vikings have won 8 straight against them. Love the Vikings in this spot. And I believe, if I remember correctly, this one I think is at 6.5 for Circa. I'll have to double check that. But we jumped on that one at Circa as well. Next one is the Eagles without Jalen Hurts. I think that line is actually down to more like 5 now. We got him at 7. That's one that is the Circa as well for us. It was prior to Jalen Hurts being announced out. But they still got Gardner Minshew, little Minshew magic coming off the bench. He's going to have a lot to prove. He's got a huge chip on his shoulder. So I look for him to have still a good game and get that offense rolling for the Eagles. And it's the Jets. No need to say more. Moving on here, we're talking Ravens, Steelers. This is a game that should not go the way of the Steelers, but I think it does. I don't think they necessarily win, but I do think the Steelers cover. We got them as part of the Circa as well, and that's at 4.5. I think this is a game that they have to win unless they want to just throw their season in the garbage, which, I mean, a lot of Steelers fans sort of already have, which is understandable. But if you beat the Ravens here, it's not over yet. You still got the Bengals and the Browns are down; they're basically out. So it's between the Ravens, Bengals, Steelers. Bengals and Ravens could easily slip up a couple more times. They've been sort of inconsistent this year. Steelers still have a shot, must-win game for them. Don't think they necessarily get it done, but again, I think they cover that 4.5. Next one is going to be the Rams, Jaguars. Rams is where we're at. Also with the Circa pick, I believe it's Rams minus 13.5, I want to say. Still like it. Like the Rams to handle them pretty well, like 31-6 kind of deal. This is a game that they need to win. They've had a couple tough losses of late. They got to get back on track. Jaguars are the perfect team to do that. So that fills out our Circa picks with me and the chef and I. Next 3 we're going to run through really quick before these 1 p.m. kickoffs. This is going to be the fastest show ever. I'm so happy with it. Seahawks, 49ers. I'm on the Seahawks. I think this is a game. I was on the Seahawks earlier when they played them, and they made me look like a fool. I think this is a game where Seahawks are sort of in the same boat as the Steelers. Like they're basically out of it, but are the Seahawks really ever truly out of it? Even in the past when people have called them out, they've sort of snuck in as a wild card in that division. It's a lot tougher this year to do with the Cardinals and the Rams both playing the way that they are. Now you got the 49ers as well kind of picking it up. It's the 49ers, though. I'm not sold on Jimmy G. I'd much rather have Russell Wilson at home. Even with all the injuries they have at running back, they're activating Adrian Peterson. I think he's going to take a big load off of that offensive line and open up some guys on the outside for Russ. I like the Seahawks here. Again, don't know if they necessarily win, but I do like them to cover. Chargers Bengals is the next one. I like the offenses to go ham here. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game. I don't think there's going to be a lot of defensive production. I think it's going to be a shootout. You know, one raises the bar on the other one. Got them at 48.5, but that's kind of how I see this one playing out. I just don't see it being so much of as a defensive game. Maybe, you know, if you're looking for a side on it, I'd probably lean Chargers. The Bengals offensive line is pretty lack thereof. So I'd probably lean the Chargers if I had to go a side, but I'm on the over for sure. Last but not least, we're going to talk the football team and the Raiders. Likely under here, which is going to probably shock a few people, but I think it's going to be a stone cold game. I don't think there's going to be a lot of offense. Obviously, that's what I'm banking on. I think there's going to be a lot of turnovers, a lot of sloppy play. For whatever reason, I just see this game being super sloppy, super just unbearable to watch. Glad I'll have red zone, that kind of game. So that's where I'm at. I'm on Cardinals, Vikings, Eagles, Steelers, Rams, Seahawks, over in the Chargers, Bengals, under in the football team Raiders. Circa picks, we got Cardinals, Vikings, Eagles, Steelers, Rams. That's all I got for you this week, folks. I was trying to come up with some anytime TDs really quick, but I'm not going to force it. So we'll be back next week, hopefully sooner. I know Steel City is getting back, so we'll be able to do the show. Hopefully we'll get back on that Friday timeline, Friday evening. It's around 7:30. Hopefully we'll have another appearance from the chef. He's awfully elusive, as you know. Appreciate everybody watching. Make sure to subscribe and like. Comment your picks for today. Comment, what you think of these, and good luck. Get ripped, baby.